Hi, everyone. For those who don't know, my name is Dale Franklin. And we call this call is called Mondays with Dale. It's something that one of my affiliates named it. I'm going to mute everyone out just so we don't have any background noise. Again, we call it Monday with Dale. That was something that one of my affiliates came up with a couple years ago, and it just kind of stuck. So welcome to the call. Glad to see you all on here. If you haven't got one in front of you, please grab a piece of paper and a pen so you can jot down any notes that you might want, because I'm going to give you a little bit of information that might come in handy for you. You see me jump off just for a second. If I see somebody coming on during the meeting, I'll add them, but also I have help doing that, so we should be fine. Why do I do these? Why do I do these calls? I do them for a couple reasons. The number one reason I do them is I want everybody on here to feel like you're part of a family. You're part of a group that supports you and wants you to succeed. Okay, and you know, network marketing is a wonderful business. It's you basically are in a business where you get paid what you're worth. You know, if you don't do anything, you won't make anything. If you work very, very hard, you will make a lot. But again, there's going to be up days and down days. I'll warn you of that right now. There'll be days when you talk to 20 people and every one of them says, no, they're not interested in our products. They're not interested in being one of your affiliates. And you're going to be feeling kind of low. There's other days when you talk to 5 people and all 5 of them join or become a customer. So you have to be able to deal with that emotional roller coaster. The best way to do that is with a support group like this. You know, get to know the people on this call, through the training I'm about to give you. You can learn where you can join other groups that can also give you support. And basically, you're going to find over time, you're going to meet some people that you're going to become friends with, some of them lifelong friends. And it's just going to be, you know, it's a wonderful experience if you do it the right way. Okay. So that's what we want. We want a family atmosphere. We want to support you in every way we can. We also, the second thing is we want to keep you informed. Okay. If a network marketing company is doing well and is growing, there is constant changes that you need to know about. And with My Daily Choice, we are growing so fast and we are adding product lines like crazy. I mean, there's already here, we got our new convention coming up in November, and there's already talk of a new product line or two and expansion of some of the product lines we already have. So you got to stay on top of that. You got to stay on top of specials that might be going on. You know, we have monthly specials, we have daily specials, we have all kinds of things that you can benefit from. So you're going to want to stay informed. And that's how we try to help keep you here, keep you informed and up to date. Everything that I've just talked about requires one major thing: communication. Communication is key. Admits here.
I think I froze, so I may not be co-host anymore.
Okay.
Do that. I'll do your waiting.
You know what? I'm going to scroll down here real quick. I'm going to see Raymond. Will you be one of my co-hosts and bring people on for me?
Yes, sir. I'd be glad to.
Let me find you.
Thank you.
Where are you? Give me 1 second, folks. We'll be right back online. You're on here, Raymond. I saw you. Right there. Oop, they move around like this. It sometimes takes a second to catch the right one. One more second, bear with me. There we go. There, Raymond, you know you're a co-host. You can help add people, to be fantastic. So, sorry for that, guys. Technical difficulties once in a while. So communication is key. And the way that I want you to be able to communicate whenever it's necessary is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my personal phone number. Okay. So if you have time, write this down. It's the +1 802-343-9075. That's the +1 802-343-9075. You can reach me on regular phone. You can reach me on WhatsApp, on Telegram, on Viber. You can message me. As I tell people, because I'm on the phone or online about 11 to 12 hours a day. If you want to talk to me, the best bet is to send me a message on one of those, WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever, and let me know that you want to message, you'd like to talk to me, and then we can schedule a time in. If you just call me out of the clear blue, you'll probably catch me on the phone with somebody else, and it won't come through. So please just reach out to me, and we'll schedule a time. I want to give you the benefit of support in any way I possibly can. Also, you can join me on Facebook. Become my friend at facebook.com/Dale Franklin 3.378. That's Dale Franklin 378. By doing that and friend requesting me, then you can also reach out to me on Messenger, okay, on Facebook Messenger. Why do I do all this? I want you to have no excuse for not succeeding, okay? I do not want it to ever be the reason you failed in this business because you didn't get the right amount of communication. You didn't get the right amount of support. The only way that you should ever, in this business, the only person who should ever choose you to quit would be yourself. And why would you do that when you've got as much support and it's the fantastic company we have and the fantastic products? So again, by giving you the communication end of it, along with everything else, you're set up for success. It's just putting your mind to it and getting it done. So along that line, I also want to right now share my screen real quick here. And I'm going to go to this. Where'd it go? Right there. This account right here is DaleFranklin.net. Okay. This is a website that was made for me so that I can give you guys as much possible help as I can with as much support as possible, I guess I want to say. You can, if you got people that want to know a little bit more about the guy from America that's doing this, you can go to Who is Dale, and it tells you about me. You can doing great today, guys. Let's try that one more time. Somehow or other, I threw myself out of that. Let me see if I can, one more thing. More technical difficulty today than normal. Let's see. No, for some reason, I have kicked myself out of this, and I'm not sure how I did it. Oh, there we go. I got it. Thank you. All right. So again, DaleFranklin.net. This is something you guys can all share if you'd like. The big things I want to go over with you here is number one, products. We now have a drop-down screen. You can click on any one of these brands that we have done so far. For instance, if you click on Fuel Factor X, it's going to bring you here where there is a short video about FFX. Then there is a full video with Chris Robinson talking about FFX. It's got 3 testimonials on there, which include one from me. We have a slideshow that you can use to talk to people about the products. Slide right down through with all the information. You can go down here to why should you use FFX? There's frequently asked questions on it. There's testimonials on it. There's a testimonial from me, by the way. Here's some commercial white papers, technical papers, all kinds of information that can benefit you when you're trying to show people about that product. Okay. So that's that. Go back here. You can also, again, click on any one of these and it's going to give you the information on that particular product and give you some sales information so you can build. But I think the most important thing here is connections. In connections, you have all kinds of information here. You can subscribe to my email so we can, when we start doing our newsletter, you can be part of that. You can chat with me on Telegram. If you don't have Telegram right here, you can click on that and download it. You can join the Dale Franklin Network Telegram channel. You can join the My Daily Choice latest news channel. You can join our new Unified Network chat group on Telegram. You can come here for the African market. You can join on WhatsApp, our MDC Africa 2.0, special African notices, my 90-day sprint team, which basically is a team that works this business so that they can grow very, very quickly within a 90-day period. You can become a friend of mine here on Facebook if you want. You can join the Facebook groups. We have the Win Network. We have the Win Testimonial Group, which is fabulous. We have the Team We Group, which is Chris Bailey's team. We have the Fun Network, Biz Opportunity, House of Brands and Training. So lots and lots of places for you to join so you can be part of what we're doing and have the support you need. You can also come down here. I'm going to do the YouTube in just a minute, but you come down here to the Zoom meetings and you've got, here are the daily meetings. I mean, literally, if you scroll down to this and you say, okay, it's Monday. I want to work with a team on something. We have the Fun Power Push every Monday at 11 a.m. US, standard EST in the United States, which would be 6 p.m. in Kenya. We have, got a couple more people trying to join here. Okay. We have this one right here, Mondays with Dale, this very call we're having right now. You notice that the links are right here, so you can click on the links. The passwords are there if you need them. And you can go right down through Tuesdays. Tuesday, the big thing on Tuesday is at the same time. Every Tuesday and Thursday, Chris Bailey does an opportunity presentation. Guys, all you have to do is invite people to these calls. Let Chris do the heavy lifting by doing the presentation. And if the people you invited are interested in joining or becoming a customer, bang, there you go. You're all set. Same thing, the Power Push, we do it again on Wednesdays. They do them again on Fridays. And then once a month, we have our Super Saturdays, which we promote very heavily once the first of the month rolls around. It's usually the second Saturday of the month. So again, we have all of this that you can go through, and then you come up here to YouTube. I want to click on YouTube just for a second. You click on the YouTube, it's going to take you here where if we go to videos, it's going to show you every video that we've put together for the last 2 years. There's literally well over 150 of them on all kinds of stuff, training, interviews with different leaders. You can learn about the compensation plan. You can learn about the different presentations. Some of the presentations with drop screens that do it in Swahili or French or Spanish. So you've got subtitles in several different ones. You've got all kinds of information on training for different countries. So use this. You can go to playlists. And a playlist, they break it down so you have your training, you have your Spanish subtitles, your opportunity presentation, so on, comp plan, Swahili subtitles, Ukrainian subtitles. It just goes on. But the one that I think is the most valuable is this one right here. This is what we call the starter set. The starter set is basically everything you need to get to enroll somebody and then to get them trained to build. You got the opportunity presentation, so they can look at that and see if they're interested in joining. You've got the relationship mapping once they do join. That can show them how to build using Facebook. There's a back office training that shows them how to use their website, how to set themselves up so they can get paid. All the things you need to do to get your business running. We have two different people, both Chris Robinson and Chris Bailey, both giving you in-depth instructions on the comp plan on how to maximize your income. So again, this right here, I think this is super valuable because again, it gives you everything that you need to join, get somebody to join, and then train them on how to be successful. So let's get out of that. The next thing I want to do is, again, that drop down that I showed you that had all the different products. Use that. Go there. Go use those. Pull those screens down. Look at those videos. Use it either as training for yourself or as a way to present to other people when they ask you specific questions about a certain product. Okay. Keep in mind that besides the meetings I just talked about, the Mondays with Dale, the Tuesdays and Thursdays with Chris Bailey, the pushes on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, all these things are there for you to help build your business. We don't do these just because we want to do them. We do them because we want to help you in every way we can possibly help you. Keep in mind that we can also do other meetings. We can do meetings by appointment. If you have somebody that can't make the meetings that we have, you can either take a copy of the videos that we have already in the video section of my dalefranklin.net, or you can ask us to set up another live appointment for you, so we can do a presentation live for you with a special leader. We can also, if you have a leader that is earning over $100,000 a year in network marketing, our company will fly them directly to Las Vegas and we'll walk them through our complete business. We'll introduce them to our corporate staff. We'll take them through our warehouses, let them see everything about us. Okay. So if you have that big network marketer that maybe is looking for a new home, don't be afraid. Reach out to them. Reach out to us. Let us talk to them. I can talk to them. I can have Chris Robinson talk to them, our top leader, or I can even call Josh Swagel, the owner of the company, to have them talk to them. So do not be afraid to reach out to no matter who it is. We have people that can handle that. Okay. Again, a couple other things. Remember Super Saturday. The next Super Saturday is going to be October 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be 9 p.m. Oh, let me get that out. And also it's October 8th. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 8 p.m. in Kenya. You can do the math for the rest of you. And then on top of that, we have our international convention coming up November 3rd through the 5th, which you can either attend, or if you can't attend, you can actually get a hold of the live feed and be able to watch it from wherever you are in the world. So next thing I want to talk about is really just a reminder that we have a sale going on in Kenya. We have a couple things. We have two sales going on right now. We got one's buy one get one free, and that's for Mantra essential oils, Mantra scents, Hempworks shampoo and conditioner. Okay, though that sale is because we're a little overstocked in those. The other one, which is a great deal, we have a few products that are coming close to expiration dates. So we want to sell them now. So you can buy one, get two free. So you buy one, you get three. Okay. So that's products are Peak, Boost, Sleep, E-Cell, Hempworks hair mask, and serum. So that's a heck of a deal, guys. And when you say expiring, even if you go past the expiration date, these are expirations that are made by us in the United States. We're always going to be super protective of how long something's going to be good. So you could easily buy these products, and even a month or 2 or 3 months after they've technically expired, they're still going to be fine. I use expired products quite often myself. So again, if I didn't think it would be right to do it, we wouldn't sell them. So take advantage of these great sales. It's a great way to introduce these products to certain people. It's existing inventory only while supplies last. There's no returns on these sales. Okay. Next, I got a treat today for you. We've got Michele Powers coming on with us today. Michele is a wonderful lady. She's an international expansion leader. She is a teacher. She's a motivator. She's a fantastic trainer. I love the way she's so organized, so specific in how she trains, and she's certainly a social media guru too. So there's so many ways that we can learn from her. We learned from her back a month and a half or 2 months ago, and she's coming back today with a new training. Again, she's a true leader with My Daily Choice, and I consider her a good friend. Michele, are you there? Michele? Oh, she's just taking a minute to unmute herself. Oh, she froze up. We'll give her a second here. Let me, oh, give us a second. She's more difficulty today than normal. If I can unfreeze her from here. Oh, she just went off. She's probably trying to come right back on. We'll give her a second. You know what she's going to be talking about today is, if hopefully she's right back here, is how to tell your story in 4 easy steps. Okay.
I'm back. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
I
there
couldn't
you go.
unmute. I couldn't. It's like having a teacher who can't talk. I couldn't unmute. It was scary. It was crazy. It was crazy. All
Hi,
right.
Michele.
Hi, hello, everybody. It's so nice to be here with you. And really what I want to piggyback on, it was what Dale just talked about, how it's so important to communicate. So I was a teacher for over 40 years in the public school districts in the United States. And I just, feel so passionate about how we can communicate our story, our lives, what our passions are. So that's why I asked Dale if I could come back and talk to you about how to write your story. And there's really just 4 steps to your story. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the chat so that you can follow along. But I'd like everyone to go, if you can, go get a piece of paper and a pen. And we're going to just start practicing writing out our stories in the four steps. Okay, let me just get my. How to write my story, and I'm going to include my story for you, so you can read that as we go. But these are the 4 steps, and I'm going to put them right now in the chat, so you can know what we're going to be talking about. Because when you meet somebody for the first time, what you say to them is going to get them interested in you, or it's going to make them turn you right off. So that's why it's so important that you come up with a good story. So here's my story. How did I get into network marketing? I was a teacher, and I also taught school for over 40 years. Well, let me see, maybe my story's not going to go up on there. 1 second. Sorry about that. Boy, today, Dale, our technical difficulties are really crazy.
Well, we will overcome.
We will overcome. And what did we do without technology? We had paper and pen. Nope, it's not letting me put my story. So let me just tell you what my story is. I wanted you to read it too, but I'll try to also try it again to put it in there. So the first part of your story, you have it there. Step 1, share your background. What did you do before you started MDC, My Daily Choice, and what life was like before? Step 2, say what you did not like about your life before MDC. Number 3, share what network marketing, the opportunity, or the person that introduced My Daily Choice to you, how they came to the rescue for you. And then number 4, tell the results of what your life is like now since you've gotten into network marketing with My Daily Choice. So here's my story, my background. I retired from teaching 10 years ago after my dear husband passed away and we used cannabis with him his last 2 or 3 months. I knew I needed to have another stream of income as now I was a single parent, as well as to raise awareness of the benefits of using cannabis to help us feel, look, and feel better and healthier. So there was my first part, my background. I was a teacher. I played by the rules. I did everything I was supposed to do. I have a pension. I did, my career, and I was a widow at 56. Who that wasn't in my game plan. That wasn't what was supposed to happen, but it did. So I said, well, what can I do about it? We also worked with we used cannabis because it was legal in New York State with him. He had cancer, and it really worked really well to alleviate a lot of his issues, his last 8 weeks of his life. So you can't imagine as a caregiver how thrilled I was that this one product helped him to have a peaceful, more compassionate passing of his life. So I knew I had to tell everybody about this. So I went to a couple cancer conferences. I talked as a caregiver. And then I also went to Washington, D.C., because my husband passed away from pancreatic cancer, which is a very terminal cancer. And I spoke there about his journey, about his story. I was telling his story at the same time, you see. So now that story, am I okay?
No, you froze up for a second. You're back.
Okay, so my step number 2 is what I didn't like about my story. Here's my step 2. Now, being a new widow, I lost a whole income, a standard of living when Patrick passed away, and I did not know how to promote cannabis for helping people to feel better. So while I was going to Washington and talking to Pancreatic Cancer Network Corporation and talking about his journey, I met Pam Acosta Marquette, and she was just getting started with My Daily Choice and HempWorks. So now I'm on number 3. Share how network marketing opportunity or the person came to your rescue. Number 3, I had been raising awareness for pancreatic cancer and spoke at a conference about our journey using cannabis, and my girlfriend told me about HempWorks. I researched HempWorks or My Daily Choice, and I signed up to be an affiliate to share how network marketing has changed, what I did for it. Number 4, tell my results. So it gave me the opportunity when I became an affiliate to work from home, join a team of like-minded people, earn another income, and help myself and others by growing a team to feel better. So I knew my passion was to talk to other people and to tell them how cannabis, and not only cannabis, because I know that it's not available in all countries, but our other products, how using the CZ nutritional spray every morning that has zinc and vitamin C in it, that is so essential for our immune system. How using Trim 365 helped me lose 26 pounds in my 60s. Okay, I'm 67 years old. That's kind of unheard of that you lose weight once you get over a certain golden age. But I became a product of my products. So I was always talking about them. So what I did was if somebody said, gee, Michele, you look great. You look like you've lost some weight. So now I'm going to start my story. Yes, I did. I found a product that is working for me. So when you're talking about the product in your story, what you want people to do is to see themselves have your same results. So I started talking about the Trim 365. And I said, it's just a nutritional spray. I do 8 sprays under my tongue right before breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 30 minutes before I eat. And it helped to suppress my appetite. It helped me to burn more calories because it has an ingredient in it. I can't, Garbona, I can't think of the name of it right now.
Garcinia.
Garcinia Garbona, thank you so much, Raylyn. And it helps to speed up my metabolism. So now they're visualizing me 26 pounds heavier where they might be. And now they're seeing me 26 pounds later by just using the nutritional spray. Okay. And I always, had my spray with me So I would always talk about it. I always, because it goes right in my pocketbook. So, and I also talked about the ease of it underneath my tongue. I talked about 98% absorption rate. Now you can take some pills that might speed up your metabolism. They're on the market. You can see them all over. But what happens to pills once you take them? They go into your digestive system. It takes a while for them to break down. The acids in our stomach may not, you may not get the full potency of it. The spray under your tongue goes into your bloodstream within a few minutes. So I also talked about that. Okay. So that's how you do your story. And when you become a product of your product and you tell the depths of your story, it now starts to come from your head to your heart. And people have different feelings about you once they hear your story. How did you all think about me when I said I was a widow after at a young age of 56? You went, wow.
Yeah.
You all said, oh, she was a teacher. She did everything right. She has a pension. She did all, you know, she worked for 30 years in the school district. Then I worked another 10 years after I retired. I did everything right. But now I lost a husband. Not only the emotional loss of that, I got to tell you, it was a financial loss too. We were 35 years together. We thought we'd grow old together. We thought we both had careers aged. So you see how it's so, oh, it says my internet's unstable again.
You're back. You lost for a second, but you're back.
Okay. But that's the importance of telling your story, because what you want to do is you want people to feel the same thing you're feeling. But you don't want your story to be 3 hours long. You want your stories to be, and this is funny because people call it an elevator talk. You want it to be about the time you get in the elevator on floor 1 with somebody and you get off at floor 6. What can you say about yourself in that little bit of time? But you also want to be able to answer a question that somebody says to you. Hey, what do you do? What would each of you say? What do you do? You can unmute yourself. If I said, hey, what do you guys do? What do you do for a living? Or what do you do?
I'd probably say I'm a networker.
I'm a network marketer, or I'm in a profession that helps people. Now, what will be the next question somebody says to me? What is it you do? And then I tell my story. See how that starts? And that's why, you know, this is so perfect that Dale talked about how important it is to communicate. You need to have this story embedded in your heart that came from your head so that when someone asks you, you can just talk about it freely. Now, first time you do it, you're going to be nervous, you're going to stumble, you're going to have your ums, you're going to have your, you know, different, but the more you do it, the more you talk about it, the more it's going to become so heartfelt. And honestly, that's how I sell a lot of my products, is I tell my story about the product. I'll tell you the new product that I'm doing now is the Flex, the roll-ons. I mean, I love my go-to of my CBD oil and my relief salve. I can't tell you how many of those Flex roll-ons I'm selling now because I tell an extra story. I love my CBD oil. It helped to realign my endocannabinoid system. It helped me to do a lot of realigning. I know we can't say medical terms, but I used to say it helped me to heal from the inside out. And then when I overdid, I had the topical relief salve to put on my joints. You can tell I have arthritic fingers and my knees are not the best. But now when I overdo and I put the salve on, I can put our Flex roll on top, and it's a next layer of relief. Man, that story. And you know what I do? I usually give them a little bit. Try it. Where do you have an ache on your body? I have that also in my purse, and I let them try it. And honestly, within about 10 or 12 minutes, they're like, wow, that really has calmed down. So again, my story product is that it works. I let them try it. So grab a piece of paper, get a pen, We're going to do step number 1. Okay. We have about 20 minutes. Talk about you. Just write it down. Just put bullets. You don't have to have complete sentences. Just talk about you. What is it you do? If I asked you, hi, what is it you do? I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm a grandpa, I'm a new father, I'm a mother. Talk a little bit about yourself. What do you do for a living? That's another question that some people might ask you. The great thing about
Froze up. She froze up for a minute while she's coming back on. Guys, again, what she's telling you is great. I mean, you got to be able to write down to answer all of the 4 steps. Oh, she's back. You need to unmute yourself, Michelle. Michelle?
Yep, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, we're going to just start with the first one. Does anybody want to share? If I asked you, like Dale and I just did, Dale, what do you do? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I usually start off. I like to humanize myself to begin with. So I tell people I'm a husband, I'm a father of 4, I'm a granddad. I usually throw in there now that I'm waiting on my first granddaughter due in November.
Yay!
You know, so again, you try to create. I think you try to create. You're the same. You're the same as the people you're talking to. So
Right.
you know, that's the things that we're all proud of.
And things that make us who we are.
Exactly.
And you don't realize how strong your story is. You may think, oh, I have not done much in my life. But you have a strong story. You do. And when you take your story from your head and make it come out of your heart, honestly, that's the hook. You throw that hook out and you reel them in. You reel them in.
Sure.
They want to know about you. Because listen, this is another thing, and I don't know what I said before that when I got bounced off, but you can tell about your products all the facts till you're blue in the face. Facts tell, but a story sells. People are going to buy from you, are going to walk with you in this business, are going to join your team because they know, like, and trust you. And how are we going to get them to have those 3 things? First, they need to know you. They need to know your story. They need to know your back.
Off again. Again, as she was saying, you need to let them know your background. Let them know that you are a real person. That you're no different. Oh, maybe she's back. Unmute yourself. There we go.
I did the power push today, 40 minutes, not a problem. What is it? What is it?
No problem. Keep on going.
I'm going to call Zoom today or my internet and say, look, this is crazy. Yes, Joshua, that's perfect. No, I'll be checking out yes, hurricane season is, you're right. It really is. Hurricane season, we're right in the midst of it. But I don't know where I was, but the people will purchase from you. They will follow you. They will join your team, knowing that you have something in common and that they know, like, and trust you. And how are they going to know you? They need to know you by listening to your story. How are we going to take that story that could be very long? Like if you were going to write an autobiography, it could be long, but now we're going to break it down and keep it into 2 or 3 minutes. And the more you work on it, the more you say it, the easier it becomes and the shorter it becomes. Okay. So does anyone want to talk about step 1? What did you write down for you on step 1? This is a working Zoom today, a working training.
Somebody other than myself. Come on.
Anybody?
Raylyn?
So far, I'm a mother of 3 and a grandmother of 3, soon to be 4, in November as well, Dell.
Oh,
great.
yay.
For the past 28 plus years, I have been a dental assistant, and just recently, in the last 5, I've had to go to part-time due to health reasons. That's my
Okay.
story.
Now I hear that from you. I'm going to say, oh, wow, Raylyn, what's going on? What healthy issues do you have?
So that's where it gets tricky since I've had cancer.
Again.
So I have to really work on compliancy.
My internet is unstable. I know it is.
Um,
My internet is unstable. It keeps coming up. So I might engage with you and ask you about your health issues. Why might I do that with you is that I might say, wow, she has some health issues. I have some health issues. We might have some health issues in common. Again, right then, I'm starting to create a bond with you. Okay, that's great. Awesome. That's a very, very great first start. Anybody else? How about you, Raymond? Tell me your story.
I was over here actually taking notes. I'm going to practice on this one.
Okay.
I know the number 2 says, say what you didn't like about life before MDC.
Yeah.
I wasn't on a, I guess call it health trip. I wasn't trying to get more healthy before I learned about MDC and all the products and stuff. And I've always trusted hemp and cannabis products, but we have so many other products that, are amazing. And before that, I wasn't into getting healthier. I was just, living my life and eating hamburgers,
Right.
And now
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get more healthy now that MDC has come along.
Yeah. So not only has this opportunity put a little money in your pocket, it is also helping to heal your health issues.
Right. Yeah.
Help to change your health journey. So this is like a dual journey for you.
Right.
It's a journey to help you. Did I freeze again?
No, you're on.
You're on. Keep talking.
Oh, she froze now, though, I think.
Well,
Raymond, tell us, I know a little bit about your health story. Tell us how you've benefited.
Well, one of the biggest things I believe I've benefited from was the actual, CBD oil. Taking that, my heart doctor has taken me off of 2 of my blood pressure medicines, and basically subscribed the CBD oil for me to take it just like I would if I was, it was a regular medicine, because it's working.
Yeah.
And for a heart doctor to, make that sort of a statement, that's something big for me.
Yeah.
And it's taken me off 2 of my blood pressure medicines and done so much more. I mean, it's, to me, CBD oil itself is like a stabilizer for your body.
It is. It is. I like to call it a Grand Central Station of our body. All other systems, all other railways go inside and out of it.
Right.
And once you start to realign your own endocannabinoid system, everything else kind of falls into place. Okay.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Okay. So now that was your number 2. Share what the network marketing opportunity or the person who told you about it.
You still talking with me?
Anybody.
Oh,
Anybody.
I'll let someone else go.
Okay.
I have a quick question. about this.
Sure.
So is this based on our health story, like why we're doing the CBD or whatever products we're taking, Or is this actually like our income producing type story?
Honestly, there's 3 different stories you can write. Story about me, which what I did. And now I've embedded my me story into my product story. And then for my product story, I'm talking about my new life story. And if if you're on any Zooms with Jermaine, he always makes fun of me that I have a house in New York and a house in Florida, and that, I'm living the life. But honestly, what I was going to say also about stories, if you don't have a story yourself, pull from somebody else. Jermaine pulls from my story all the time, because what he says is, Michele has exactly what I want. I want to have a house. He lives in Arizona, and I want to have a house where it's where there's the ocean and there's water and all of that. And then what I just recently said to him, and now he embeds this in his story, was this house in Florida where I live was my husband's dream, was my husband's bucket list. So I fulfilled his bucket list by doing this. That can't come any more from my heart if I started to cry about it. And what this house in Florida does for me, and what my daily choice does for me. Now, like I said, I was a teacher, so I have a pension, I have Social Security, but my daily choice pays for this house. So it allows me to keep my husband's dream, his goal, his bucket list alive. And he's been gone for 11 years, and I've owned the house for 10. So he's with me all the time down here. So again, that came from my head to my heart. And now I have I've given you a feeling about how my daily choices changed my life. Healthy, happy, and I don't like the word wealthy, because I don't feel that I'm wealthy, but I know that Sonia always goes happy, healthy, wealthy. But those are 3 steps that my daily choice can help you with. And I pull from Dale's story about how helping others can change their generational legacy. I never thought of that before. And Dale told me that story, and now I use that story. So I know we only have about 7 minutes left, but what I want to say to all of you is, if you don't have your story yet, work on it. I've given you some homework. Don't forget, I'm a teacher. Teachers give homework, okay? I'm just saying. And look, teachers also put that finger up. Oh, I used to hate that. I'm so sorry. I do that. But I've given you some skills to work on, okay? If you don't have a story yet, use mine. I met a gal today who's been in this business. She lost her husband. She didn't know really how she was going to financially, make it on one income. She wasn't feeling very good. She taught for years. She had bad, aches in her joints. Her knees were not good for chasing little kids around for 40 years. She found a product that worked for her, that realigned her system. Now she can ride her bike every day, go to the pool every day, swim. She's become healthier. She's lost over 26 pounds in her 60s. And she had a husband who had a dream before he passed, before she became a widow, of owning a house in Florida on a golf course, because he golfed. I don't golf, but my husband did. And she joined this company, and this company has allowed her to have that home in her retirement. Steal my story. Take my story.
Powerful.
Yeah, take my story. Because if you don't have your own yet, we are an eclectic group of like-minded, loving, caring, altruistic people in our team. And we've talked about this. There's a lot of people in our team that don't benefit each other. Like, I help Dale, he helps me. He doesn't get anything financially from helping me, but we're team members. We are one family and one team with My Daily Choice. That alone is something that you could talk about in a story too. Because there are people out there that you know and that you may come across who want to join something like us. They're looking for that. They're looking to belong someplace. Maybe some of you on here, there's 35 of us on here. Maybe somebody on here joined My Daily Choice to just belong to a group of like-minded people. To belong, to grow, to help others, and make a little money. There's another story. Do you see how important it is to have a story? How important it is to communicate why, who you are, and why you're doing what you're doing. So you can tell I'm very passionate about writing stories. I'll do everything I can to help any of you write your story. Just reach out to me on Facebook, Michele Saturnaw Powers. I'll put my name in the chat. That's who I am. I put my maiden name in there just because Facebook is a social thing, and people that I grew up with, I'd like them to know.
Sure, sure.
But
You
I'm
know-
happy to help anybody.
You know what I've gotten from you many times before, and basically, guys, I hope you're seeing what Michele is telling you about is, if you sit down and think about what your story is, and like she said, you're going to have quite a list. You could have quite a list of who you are, and then you break that down into maybe 3 minutes, and then 2 minutes, and then maybe the old elevator speech we always were told 45 seconds to a minute. Okay. What your goal is in that 45 seconds to a minute is to intrigue people enough so they want to know more.
Yeah. Tell me more.
Exactly. You want to pique their interest. You want, whether it's from a standpoint of something that you have that they want, or just the fact that your short story is interesting enough so they want to know more about you. We're social creatures. We're always looking for new friends. I don't care if we're 12 years old or 112 years old. We're always looking to expand our horizons and learn and meet new interesting people. Okay. And if you start that way, and then, if you do this right, you start connecting with people, and you'll never have to tell people about what you're doing, or they're going to ask you. Okay. The conversation's eventually going to come around to, well, what do you do? And then you say, well, I help people increase their financial wealth. I help people, whatever you want to use as a kind of a catchphrase, but something that you can just kind of let them know about. And if you've already built that interest in yourself, then they're going to want to know more. And the great thing about this is the way you get people to want to know more about you is you have to show an interest in them.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you've told your 45-second chat, don't at that point in time, I always find it's easier to reach out and talk to ask them questions. Okay. Get their background.
Get their story. Get
Exactly.
their story. Yeah. Get their
Exactly.
story. And I know we're breaking down here, but I also wanted to, just because of social media, think about it. I just talked to you. I mean, I know that many countries don't have all of our products, but if I'm on Facebook and I take a picture of myself doing this, and that's how I post, I don't say anything about it. And you see that, what are you going to do?
That's good. What are you doing?
What the heck are you putting in your mouth? What the heck are you doing, Michele? That's a curiosity. Your story is a curiosity. Your story gets them curious about knowing more about you. And that's what Dale's saying. We are social beings. You know, we crave friends and followers and just to help people. We do by nature. Thank you so much. I love talking to you guys. I have a degree in talking. I tell everybody that. I love talking, but I really, truly, if you are having you're stuck with your story, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. And, you know, it's so important to have. It really is. You're very welcome. You're
Well,
very welcome.
Thank you so much, Michele. Thank you. You know, you always bring so much value. Well, one of these days we're gonna do one of these when the internet doesn't kick out on you.
Oh, sweet mother of God, that's good. Give me a break. I don't know why. I'm calling Zoom. As soon as I get out calling Zoom, I'm calling my internet because I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know, we had more than I had more than my share of technical difficulties on this one today too. But you know, the beautiful thing about this, what did I say at the beginning? We're creating a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
Family forgives the little things, you know? So
And here's another good point. If I can get my story across to you, my training across to you, and I had some glitches in it, what does that make me? Human.
a real person.
A real person.
No.
Not someone who's polished, everything is set, everything looks perfect, you know, boom, 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 boom. I'm real. Life happens real. And you know what? That makes this business and what you're doing duplicatable.
Exactly.
Anybody can do this. Anybody can lose their internet. Anybody can have a glitch in your technology. It makes you relatable. It makes you human. It makes you someone that someone might want to be on your team with.
You know, as I travel around the world doing this, you know, there's certain things that are always the same. And you just kind of hit on that. I wish I had $1 for every person who told me the reason we like listening to you or watching you is because you're real and you're consistent. Not that I was great.
Yeah.
Not that I was a fantastic speaker, not because of, but I was real and I was consistent. I consistently was here so people could count on me. And again, I was real. I make my share of mistakes.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
it's true.
It's very true. Guys, we're coming on to the end of the call today. Michele, I want to thank you so much. That's going to get everybody thinking. You know, you can't build a family or a team unless people get to know who you are. So
Right.
with what the value of what you brought is just so important.
Right.
So
And
guys,
in your chat, there's
Yeah.
three little dots up at the top hand corner, up at the right hand corner. If you click that, it'll save your chat to your desktop if you're on a computer.
oh, cool.
Okay. So if you click that, you can get the story, the steps to the story. Or if you want me to send them to you in private message, just send me a message and I'll be glad to do that.
Sure. Well, I mean, again, it's so valuable. And guys, we all need to do a better job of just reaching out to people. It's not one of those things that, you know, end of the day, you think, oh, I only talked to one person today. You can't go into the day. You got to start off the day by thinking, I want to talk to 10 people today. I want to invite 10 people tomorrow on Tuesday to watch Chris Bailey do an opportunity presentation. Okay. And, you know, I'll let Chris do all the work. And if some of these people decide they want to be my customer or my affiliate, so much the better. But the bottom line is, if you don't invite anybody, nothing's going to happen. And the best way to invite them is to be able to tell enough of your story so people want to know more. So guys, thank you so much for being on this week. Thanks for putting up with a few little technical difficulties. We sometimes things go perfect, sometimes they don't. My final thoughts, again, for those who are on here for the first time, I want you to know that I have no real hidden agenda here. I sincerely want to help people. I have had a wonderful run in my life. I have been very fortunate. My wife and 4 kids, my grandchildren, my businesses have all done very, very well. this gives me a chance to give back. I have no ulterior motive.
Yep.
Yes, do I make money at this? Of course I do. But what warms my heart, what makes me so happy, is seeing people come to our conventions or come to a regional meeting and walk across the stage as a new rank and know that maybe I had just a little piece in that. That's what gives me joy. So guys, I want you to remember, I want nothing but for you to succeed. I love every single one of you. And I look forward to meeting you somewhere along the line at conventions or wherever, and meeting you in person. I want to give you a big hug and show you how much I care for you. So having said all that, guys, have a great week. And we'll be here next Monday, same time, same station. and one added thing about next week I could be making some announcements that are going to have a huge impact on the African market. So try to be there. Okay. So have a great week. Love every one of you. Take care.
Night, everybody.